Hi guys, it's April and I have some new fun toys that I want to play with today. My wonderful loving husband got me a pack of 150 Holbein colored pencils and now I need to swatch them out. So that is what we are going to be doing today. If we get everything swatched out in the time that I usually do these live streams, then I'm thinking about bringing back the page that we were doing last week and coloring in some of the owls on that with these random colors because I think that's a great way to test all of this stuff out. So that is the plan today. Now I haven't made up a color sheet for these yet, so we're just going to do a rough and tumble blank piece of paper. I'm going to scribble on it and then I'm going to write the color name next to it. But first things first, I'm going to take a sip of coffee because coffee is life. Okay, and then I think the second thing I need to do, I don't think I've tweeted this out yet. I am the worst social media influencer ever. I don't know if you can actually call me a social media influencer. But at the same time, I think anybody can call themselves a social media influencer. Don't think there's any credentials for that, but that just might be me. Okay, let's see. I'm going to share. There we go. Now the real question is, can I, because I just have this wonderful blank piece of paper that I'm going to do this on. The real question is, I guess I could like flip through all of these first for you. I'm going to shift that over just a little bit. I put all of my colored pencils into this case. This is not the case it was originally in. Of course, it was in this box, and this isn't the order that it came in the box. I decided to put it in number order just for my sanity. I originally sorted all of these by color and tried to make a color gradient from white to the silvers at the end. And it looks pretty cool, but then in the back of my brain, I'm like, I'm not going to remember where to put these back. And it's really, really easy to remember number order. So that's what I did. So we start over here at 11, where we've got some of our pinks, and we've got our reds, and we've got our oranges, and browns, and yellows. Their numbering system is kind of interesting. I'm not entirely sure I understand how they got from A to B with the numbers, but well, say hi to Robin back. And by the way, hi Elizabeth. But it is interesting because you do have these like groups of color gradients inside of these random assortment of colors. So it's almost like if you were to put some of the Copics in color or in number order. I'm gonna sneeze. I apologize. Oh, goodness. So like I said, I just went ahead and I put them in number order, and that's just what I'm gonna do. And so those are all the colors, all 150. Not what I expected at all, but I'm really, really excited to have them. But now I'm just gonna pretty much swatch them out, because this needs to be swatched, because that's pretty much my life. Okay, the real question is, can I get everything on my desk in a way that lets me do this? I'm probably going to zoom in so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. And we're gonna... Man, someday I'm gonna get used to the up and down arrows on that zoom. Okay, so the first one is 11, and that one's Cherry Blossom. It's a nice soft pink. You guys get to see my wonderful handwriting. Good morning! Welcome to my somewhat interesting color swatch. I don't know, I always find it soothing to watch other people color swatch. Oh, we got more people in the chat. Welcome! And then the next one is 19, and that is Shell Pink. And I'm just throwing the color down right now. I probably could have done it and layered it so that you could get what the light tone looks like, what the layered tone looks like. But right now, I want to get them all down on the paper just so I can kind of see. I do want to create a color sheet for this, and I think this will help me decide how I set up that color sheet like I have for my polys and stuff in the past. And we've got 22 pink. These are nice and creamy, and I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna angle this a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more for you guys so you can actually see what I'm doing. Like I said, someday I'll actually I have been eyeballing these things for absolutely ever. And for the longest time, I'm like, I only need the pastel colors to complement all the other colors like I have. And then this beautiful full set showed up. And I'm like, I'm dead right now. I'm absolutely dead. Okay, and then I have coral, and that's 4? I could sharpen these pencils like a good person, but like I said, I'm just putting a solid coat down. I believe my husband got them off of eBay. And I think they were pretty much the standard price that you can find all of these full sets for. Am I right, hubsters?
You were right.
Yeah. He just shopped around on eBay. And then went with the one that didn't seem like it was going to cost us our life savings. And this one is 28, and that is salmon pink. I really, really, really like how these go down. Oops. You guys, like I said, get to see my beautiful handwriting. Now you guys know why most of the time I type stuff up. I'm not really a fan of my handwriting. I have the handwriting of a computer programmer. Okay, and this is 31 Carnation. Now, when I was trying to put these in my case and trying to decide which order to put all these pencils in, I'm like, do people just normally keep it in the same order that they come in the box? Do they pick their own color? Because everywhere where you see these color things set up, the Holbein colors, they always have it in number order. And I'm like, why do they have it number order on this piece of paper, but in a random order in the box? I don't understand. What orders do they want me to have it in? And that's really not that important, because I know a lot of people just group it by color and keep it in that kind of order. But it's just one of those things, because I want to mark the little things, the little slots in my pencil case, so I know where things go back in. And this is 40 rows. Ooh, I like that color. And then we've got 42 Carmine. I'm also contemplating making a mastered colored pencil sheet, so that I can see how all of my different colored pencil sets play off of each other and where they all sit color-wise and how they complement each other. Kind of like what I did for all of my markers. Put all of my markers in color groupings and saw where I had all of the colors and where I had some empty spaces. I'm thinking about doing that with my colored pencils too, so I can see how the Holbeins sit next to the polys and how I can interweave them. I don't know. I think that would be fun. Okay, and this is 43 Signal Red. Probably should have used grid paper like this so I don't start going off in a slant, but if you search Holbein artist colored pencils, you should get some pretty good search results. But I'm sure Holbein colored pencils will probably come up with some of the same stuff. Okay, and this is 44 Scarlet. You don't even have to use a lot of pressure for these, which is nice. there are, I believe, places where you can get like these colored pencils open stock. Am I correct? Because I don't necessarily want to buy a full set again when I just need one replacement. That might get a bit excessive. But I'm sure on eBay they have someone who just would sell you one color at a time. Okay, and this is 46 Vermilion. I'm not going to spell that right. Let's see. Ah! I chose the right direction. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, and this is 47 Tiger Lily. There's just so much pigment in these. I can see why people kind of go a little crazy. Hi, Melody. Welcome. The next one is 48 Orange. Won't lie, I'm not a big orange person. Ooh, this one's strawberry. So 51 Strawberry. I think my swatches are slowly getting skinnier and longer. I don't know if that's really a strawberry color to me, but that's okay. Eba. Oh, thank you, puppy. I appreciate that snort. Okay, then we have 52 Madder Red. That is perfectly fine, Melody. I do hope that this puts you to sleep. I know usually when I'm watching these color swatch videos, I start to drift off. I go off to La La Land and it's really great. They are my sleeping pill. Okay. And by the way, I have Albus on my lap right now. That's where that snort came from. I don't know. That's 52. I do hope you get some sleep. I would start singing to you, but I don't think that would put you to sleep. That would probably just terrify you. So I won't do that. Then we got 54 light red, which looks more like a brown to me. I did get a full set of Holbeins, which is why I am swatching them out so I know what they look like. And I'm kind of excited. It's one of those color pencils you hear everybody talk about, but they are an adventure and a half trying to get your hands on. Okay, and then we got 57 burnt sienna. And I'm really excited about trying these out, because right now they are going down so wonderfully that I am starting to drool a little bit. Yep, my swatches are slowly getting bigger and bigger. This is 59 Autumn Leaf. Well, I was originally thinking that I could do this color swatch in 2 sheets, but I have a feeling it's going to take more than 2 sheets of paper to do this. I'm going to have to move the paper up. Let's see. This one is 60 Red Wine. I don't know why I was looking for the color name on my pen. I guess it's wine red. Wow, I just said, okay, I need more coffee. Hold on. As soon as I write this down, taking another sip of coffee. It's one of those mornings where I tried to use chopsticks to mix my coffee and to put sugar in my coffee, which chopsticks are not the best utensil for trying to scoop sugar into your coffee. 62 Crimson, which is part of the reason why I'm like, maybe it's a good thing that I'm just swatching colors today. Because my brain power seems to have left me. We've got 62 Crimson. This week has just been all over the place. My birthday was absolutely wonderful. I mean, I got a full set of Holbein colored pencils. So, yes, my birthday was amazing. We also went to one of my favorite restaurants and ate entirely too much food. Are you gonna just snore the whole time, dog? Yes.
Apparently Swatching puts him to sleep too.
Apparently it does. He's just gonna snore away. And then the week kind of went a little weird. We had... Okay, it wasn't a true infestation. Oh, I like that idea, Melanie. Melody. I don't know why I just said Melanie. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But yeah, no, laminating them sounds... I should really do that. I have a whole bunch of color swatches everywhere. I won't lie. I want to put them on this cardstock paper that I got. And then laminating. I like that idea. Because I don't necessarily want to put them in a binder or anything. I like to have them loose leaf and goosey so that I can just lose them, apparently, because I'm good at that. So laminating. Do you have a laminator, or do you go and get them laminated somewhere? That's my question for you. Anyways, yes. So it wasn't necessarily an infestation, but it was an infestation for me because I absolutely hate ants. And we had ants all over one of our counters. And for the last several days after that, I always felt like there was ants crawling all over me. I always got that feeling. It's like, no, please, no. So we got to deal with that for a couple of days. They seem to have disappeared, which I'm glad because I really don't like ants. It's really weird. I can handle spiders and most other bugs, but ants, I just, no. This is 80 Burgundy. Yeah, that's what because I mean, I have a whole bunch of hex charts. Hex charts are my absolute favorite. I contemplated doing a hex chart for these Holbeins, but that seems like such a big project. I don't know how Sandy Allnock did it without losing her marbles. So if anybody out there wants a project, making a hex chart for Holbeins would be absolutely amazing. Oh, I completely understand. You should see my typing even when I'm not laying in bed. Something about autocorrecting and then fat fingers and everything else. Typing is just Okay, and this is 86 chocolate. I guess since you have Holbeins, Melody, what order do you keep them in? Did you just keep them in the order they came in the box? Or are you number ordering them? Or did you set up your own system for how you set up what order you keep them in? Oh, I actually need to write the number down for that. Getting too excited. That one was what? Chocolate? Let's see. This is 93 mahogany. Can you even see that? No, you can't. Here we go. Okay, so did you just group them by color family? I originally thought about doing that, and I did do that, and then I undid that because I'm crazy. And I might end up doing that. My only problem is sometimes, like, especially in the earth tones, it's like, do I want to put this in the red grouping, or do I want to put this in the orange grouping? Do I want to put it in the yellow grouping, or should I put it in the earth tone? And then I start second guessing and doubting myself, and it's all over the place. Color swatching is crazy. I highly recommend them, and all I've done is swatched one row of colors, but I'm really, really liking them. Okay. So one row down. Don't mind my arm coming across the screen. Let's see, 96 cinnamon. Hoping to get 3 rows, but it might just be 2. Like I said, I'll probably be making a digital version of this color chart. That fits onto one page at some point. And we got 96 brick. How am I bouncing the camera? Camera, you're not even attached to me. Maybe it's just the whole deck's moving. That's what I was trying to avoid. Gah. Okay, I'll try to be gentler and not make people seasick as I'm putting color down. Okay, what did I say? 97 brick. I'll bring this down just a little bit. Next one is 98 cocoa. Or cocoa. However you say that. Then we got 99 brown. No, color first. Someday, sorry, this is how my brain works. Random train of thought. Someday I would love to learn the modern calligraphy. At one point I started trying to learn. By the way, this is 116 ivory. Not that it's showing up all too much, but it's there, I promise. Because I just really like the way it looks, and I know it's everywhere right now, but I would love to be able to write like that, and maybe it would help my handwriting a little bit. I mean, not that my handwriting's bad. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Doing fancy scripts. Okay, this is 120 peach. And I've got 122. Ooh, I'm not going to say this right. Something brilliant. John Brilliant? I don't think that's right. Sometimes me and names. Well, I'll take that as a good sign if you've fallen asleep. I think that's our goal today, is to make you fall asleep. See, I mean, like, how do you even say that? Color names sometimes, let me tell you. Okay, the next one is 123 Flesh. Guess I could have taken a ruler and made like lines down this paper. Made this fancy. I didn't. Okay, and this is 127 Cream. You can start using my reading voice. Maybe that'll put you to sleep. Cream. Did I even tell you what this one... By the way, this is 127 Cream. I don't know if I told you guys that or not. I'm getting distracted. Okay, and this is 131 Apricot. Just make up a story and tell you a story. See if that puts you to bed. And maybe just every once in a while just throw in whatever color I'm coloring. Okay, 137 Apricot. I don't know if I can keep that much juggled at the same time. Apricot. I can just start singing all of the names. Apricot in the Frank Lloyd Webber style. Apricot. Okay, this is 134 Naples Yellow. That one's not as easy to sing as apricot. Okay, 134. I don't know why I need to know the name to swatch the color. I need to know it when I'm writing it. 3, 4. Naples. Yellow. Be careful how you say that word because it might come out wrong. Just saying. Okay, and then we got 140 tangerine. Ooh, that's a fun orange. Well, maybe we'll actually get into a coloring book today because I just finished the first spread of colors and we've got 1, 2, 3 more spreads to do. This will be fun. Okay, so we just did tangerine. And now we have marigold, which is 142. Well, see, and that's what I was thinking about doing, Melody, is making a chart like that for this. I just didn't have time this week. And I really wanted to swatch these out, and I figured I could do it in this color, in the number order, and see if I like that enough to do it that way on the color chart that I make up, or if I decide to cut them up into colors like you did and maybe do that color chart by color rather than by number order. So I'm still, see, that's the internal debate that I'm having right now. Should I do the color chart in number order, or should I attempt to put them in color order and make a chart that way? So I think that's the biggest reason I haven't made a digital version of my color chart yet. Question? Go for it. I have updated the color chart as far as I know about updates. Sky was supposed to get to me, oh, I don't think I've gotten any information about that. I mean, I'd have to go back and look at my emails, but I mean, I've tried to keep pretty up to date. Yeah, well, see, that's exactly it. Do you know? Okay, so because when I made those charts was long before I ever started streaming. This, by the way, is 143 Sunflower. Before I made the Tombow color charts and the Polychromos color charts and the Irigen color charts long before I started live streaming. And it took me forever to decide upon the order of the Irigens and the Tombows, because I sat there and I remade that chart like 7 different times, each of those charts, because I would lay the colors down in the order I thought I wanted them to go in, and then I decide like something wasn't right. I didn't keep any of the past ones, which is probably what is going to happen when I make this one. You guys will probably get to see the whole process of me going, well, does this look right? No. Maybe I should? No. Because the Irigens, they all come in like 17 different packs. And this is what? 145 Dandelion. And I wanted them interspersed and color matching. And so I had to decide on how I wanted to lay all those colors together, and oh my gosh, it probably took me a week for each of those color charts to get the way I wanted. Okay. Well, I will update the charts for that then. Streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. Central. Got it. I can do that. No problem. It'll probably be Monday or so before I get that updated, but maybe I'll have time today. Oh, I didn't even write that name down. Getting too excited. So like I said, eventually I will have a nice, neat little spreadsheet. I will probably okay, so I won't lie. What'll probably happen is I will take this piece of paper and I will cut out each of the colors. And then I'll just start arranging all of the colors on the floor and get them in an order that I actually like. And then I will go back and I will create the color charts in a spreadsheet that I'll then print off and color in. That's probably what's gonna happen. Okay, what is this? 1, 4, 5. Dandelion. Which probably makes a lot more sense than what I have done in the past. Yes, so when I update that Google Doc, you can actually see me updating as I'm updating. So if I happen to be in the spreadsheet at the same time you're in the spreadsheet and I'm typing up updates, you can literally see me typing the updates. It's actually kind of creepy sometimes because I'm attached to other spreadsheets that people keep track of. And so yeah, you will see the updates in real time. Okay, this is 147 Canary Yellow. That is a stinking bright yellow and I like it. It's not as bright on camera as it is in my face. Let's see, 147. I'm going to say Canary Yellow. Now I got that tune stuck in my head, and I think it's from Jesus Christ Superstar. Okay, 149 Lemon. Bring it down a little bit. Well, it is my pleasure to do that. Like I said, I love spreadsheets way too much. And so if I have an excuse to make a spreadsheet, I will. And so, like I said, it's no problem doing that at all. Okay, this is 153 Yellow Ochre. And it's just my little way to give back to you guys. I know it's not a huge thing, but I have the ability, so why not use it? 153. Yellow. Ochre. And then we've got 165 Mustard. So, do any of you ever look at numbering systems like this and wonder what happened to all the numbers in between? Because we jumped from 149 to 153. Like, was there ever any colors in between that they just decided weren't worth it and they chucked them? Sometimes I wonder that. Well, I am glad that it is being used. Like I said, it's something that I'll probably do until people find it irrelevant, and then probably just keep it up for my own sake. Because like I said, I like doing spreadsheets. Okay, and this is what? 171 cork. I don't know why I'm looking at the pencil to spell cork, because I'm pretty sure I could spell cork without looking at the pencil. Sometimes. Okay, and then we got 173 beige. I have a feeling this is going to be a long stream today. If just to finish putting all of these colors down to paper. See, and that's what I was kind of wondering. If, like, these are grouped together, and then these are grouped together, and, like, you can't even see my hands anymore, but, like, in groups of 10s, I kind of like it. I don't know. I might have to do some research. Well, feel free to ask me any questions. I use all kinds of different spreadsheet programs. So I know sometimes I use Excel, sometimes I use Google Docs, and sometimes I use Numbers, which is an Apple program. That's actually what I use to create my color charts. 175 sand. And I know OpenOffice has a spreadsheet program too. But like I said, I know enough to be dangerous. I mean, I don't know some of the extra fancy stuff, but I know enough. I know enough. There was one point in my life where I seriously contemplated being an accountant. Just because I liked spreadsheets so much, and I took several accounting classes, and I'm like, I get this stuff. This stuff makes sense to me. Did I miss 53? I don't know if I have a 53. Let's see. Yep, I go 52, 54. I don't think I have a 53. Well, now I'm curious. I don't think I put it in the wrong place. Did I put it in the wrong place? Is it in the wrong place? That'll probably be my backup plan if I ever decide to change careers. It's kind of what my dad did, if I'm honest with myself, is he started out in computer programming, kind of like I did. And then he's now, what's he certified? He's not, he's something in finances.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Did I lose a 53? That's gonna be oh dear. I don't think I left it in the box. We're gonna look in the box now. It's gonna. You have me curious. I thought I got. It's like I'm gonna be looking for it, and then it's not gonna exist. Yeah, there's no 53. Is there supposed to be 53? Melody has sent me on a scavenger hunt for 53. I don't think there's a 53. At least not that I have. Okay, this is what 180 burnt umber. It's like I know the little chart on the top of my box doesn't list a 53. Let's see, this is 182 sepia. I don't know, numbers just make sense to me. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. Ooh, that was a very bad 8. I know what it says, and that's the important part, right? Okay, and the next one is 184 raw umber. Why am I having so much issues with 8s? I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit another one down there. I don't think I want to try and push that. The real question is, do I want to try and put another row, or should I just get another sheet? I should probably just get another sheet, because otherwise that's just going to be cramped over there. And I have the paper, so we don't need to be picky. Okay, paper number 2. Okay, here we've got 187 olive drab. I'm gonna scoot that up a little bit. There we go. Oops. Dang it. Number 1st, April, number 1st. That was my bad. I'll try to get back in order. once again, this is also why I usually make my color charts on the computer, so I don't make silly mistakes like that. This is what? 189 olive green. This is 192.10. Oh, yeah. Yes. Go to bed, Melody. Do it. Oh, yes. This is, sorry, Elizabeth. This is, for my birthday, my husband gave me a full set of Holbeins, the color pencils. So now I'm just swatching them out so that I can make a color chart out of them and do all the fancy things. So yes, I'm super excited. And yes, I can understand about being broken. All day yesterday, well, not all day, for a good chunk of yesterday, I photographed at the local pet walk. And I am so sore right now. Walking up and down stairs is not fun. Okay, and this is 194 khaki. Have you ever looked at the word khaki and really thought about the word khaki? Because it is a funnily spelled word. And trust me, I am not the best speller. So words like khaki are just bleh. I'm like, why is the H silent? Why is English like it is? Okay, and then we've got 195 olive brown. Well, now that you've told me that the numbering system is by group, I am seeing it, and I like it. It's so much better than the craziness that is a polychromos. Never understood the numbering system of the polys. I'm like, why? 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 I like things that have a logical reason. Okay, and then we have 198 olive yellow. Right? I'm definitely going to be keeping my husband. Not that that was ever in question. But yes, he definitely won the birthday present-ness this year. 198 olive yellow. So I'm starting to wonder, when I put this color sheet together, if I want to keep like the 190s together and then just have them in like group chunks and then organize those group chunks so that you don't lose this pretty awesome like color set that they've kind of set up for you. There's possibilities. We are now about to hit some of my beautiful blue greens that I love so much. Okay, so here is 222 lettuce green. lettuce. As I'm putting this together, I will definitely keep you updated on the status of the color chart and how it's going and what I'm choosing to do. And I'll probably end up adding it to my other color charts that I've created so that if you so choose to use it, you can use it. Okay, this is 225 Cobalt Green. Ooh, I love Cobalt. When I'm usually buying one-off colors and deciding which ones to start out with in a new set of things, Cobalt is usually a word that I gravitate towards. Because when I'm trying a new color or a new medium or a new brand or whatever, it's usually I check to see if they've got a fuchsia, and then if they have any cobalts, if they have any phalos, and those are usually the ones that I start with, which doesn't make any sense because what can you do with just those colors? Let's be honest, not much. But those are usually the ones I get first. Because usually if I like those colors in that medium, then I'll be okay with getting the rest of them as well. And sometimes I like to tell myself that I'm not going to buy a whole set of something, that I only need a few of the colors, and that never lasts very long. Because that's how I started out with my polys. I'm like, I'm only going to get the colors that I don't have in the Pitt pens. This, by the way, is 227 Jade Green, so that they complement each other. And then what did I go and do? Completed my polychromo set. Why? Because I could. And then, not only that, I decided that I needed to get the gold fabbers as well. 227 Jade Green. I'm really liking that color a lot. I like it a lot. At some point I might check out the Holbein acrylics. Oh, let's see. Okay, this is 228 Ice Green. Because usually if I like something that a brand does, I'll go and I'll check out the rest of the stuff in a brand. One of those weird people that I have a weird sense of brand loyalty. Like, it's weird. Okay, this is 235 Emerald Green. And maybe after I get my color chart set up, that'll be the way that I organize my colored pencils in the pencil case. So I'll hold off writing the numbers down on the inside of the pencil case for a little while. Okay, this is 240 Chartreuse Green. Which is that green that borderlines on, is it yellow? Is it green? I mean, seriously, is it yellow or is it green? 240. Sure. And then we've got 242 spring green. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I am honored. I think you just officially made my day. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I shall use the money wisely and buy more art supplies. And or coloring books. Oh, you can't see me right now, but I am smiling like crazy. I thank you. Yes, thank you, Pat. I appreciate it so much. Oh my god. I get goosebumps right now. You gave me goosebumps. Okay, this is 243 fresh green. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it more than you know. I feel like I should like do a dance now, but you wouldn't be able to see it. So it doesn't really. Oh, okay. 245 summer green. I really like that green. Okay, so 247 veranda. I think that's how you say that. Viridian. Viridian. I can read. You're welcome. I'm words stump me. Words are hard. I can read, I promise. Promise I'm a reader. But I will tell you the truth, that most of the time I don't read actual words, I read the shape of words. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Okay, 247 Viridian. I can't say thank you enough. I'm probably going to say thank you for the rest of the stream. For the rest of the stream. That and probably just be a creeper. And just randomly whisper, thank you. Can you hear me? Thank you. You're the bestest. That's not creepy at all. Okay, so this is 248 Peacock Green. Another one of my words that sometimes I look for is peacock. Because it usually means a blue-green that I'm going to be absolutely in love with. Just like this beautiful blue-green. And then we have 251 Apple Green. Oh. I just, Pat, you're my favorite person today. Two, 5, 1. Apple green. I don't know why I said that the way I did, but you're welcome. I should start announcing the colors like a bingo announcer. 2, 5, 4. Evergreen. Either that or like one of the auctioneers. Do we have a 2? Do we have a 5? Do we have a 4? Do we have an evergreen? 254 evergreen. Do we have a 2? Do we have a 5? Do we have a 4? I'm not a very good. They've got an official name, don't they?
Auctioneer.
Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of auctioneer. I think we know why that April is not in a job where she has to talk a lot. Okay, and the next is 255 Malachite Green. Okay, and then we have 262 Sap Green. I have not. This is the first time I've actually put these pencils down on paper. Because I didn't want to start coloring things until I had some kind of color chart, so I knew what colors I was picking up. So that was my plan, Elizabeth, is to get this color charting done first and then color in. See, part of me was thinking that I could use some of these colors on the owls that we started coloring last week. And then the other part of me is like, well, I'm about to do colored pencils on the book dragon. Maybe I'll use these on the book dragon when we do that next. I think that would be really, really fun to do. Since that page is me just trying a whole bunch of slightly new mediums for myself anyways. So maybe I'll use the Holbeins as the finishing off of the book dragon. 262. Okay. And then we've got 264 Holly Green. because I'm starting to think that I'm not actually going to get a chance to color in a page with these because, yes, this is a full set. So we have 150 to swatch out. We are almost halfway through. So my guess is we're not going to necessarily get to a coloring book today. So maybe next week, next stream, I'll bring back that color dragon, what am I saying? The book dragon with the rose, and we'll use these. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, and then we've got 267 Forest Green. So yeah, after we're done with the stream, I'll just go back and I'll edit the description, pull that coloring book out. They are absolutely amazing. These are very, very smooth. They are creamy and I love them. You don't have to apply a lot of pressure to get color down. They are almost like the polys, but they are almost even more than the polys, if that makes sense. Uh, 267. What was that one? Forest Green. Okay, and then I'll bring you guys back up. There we go. This is what? 269 Triton Green. Okay, so now that I know I'm only going to do 2 rows. Try and start at the halfway mark. And then we have 270 Willow Green. Yeah, I've never necessarily got a full set of colored pencils all at once before. This is a new experience for me. I've always slowly acquired sets. Okay, what did I say? 270 Willow Green? Oh, I was also gonna let you guys know. Oh, how? That is. What are you spelling, April? Why? Why? Why do I exist? I was also gonna let you know that, I don't know, do a lot of you guys watch Jazza? Draw with Jazza? Because he just released a limited time art box. And as a birthday present to myself, I may have purchased said art box. I don't know when it's supposed to arrive, but it is definitely something that I'm going to open with you guys, and I'm super excited about it. Like, super excited about it because it's got a set of brush tip alcohol markers in it. It's got some polys in it. It's got some, I think, some inking, black inking pens as well. And a little carrying case. So I was gonna open it with you guys and show you and play with some of it. I think I'm trying to remember what brand the alcohol markers are. I don't quite remember. Okay, so this is 271 Opal Green. And I've never opened an art box before. I've never bought an art box before. So I'm a little excited. The art box is $99. And this is just a one-time art box. It's not a subscription or anything. See, yeah, that's my plan, Elizabeth. I can't decide if I'm going to do a recording of the opening of the art box or if I'm just going to do it on Livestream or not. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. But that will be happening. It'll probably be a month or so before I even see that or not. But it's trying to remember who is putting this art box together for him. It's one of the art subscription boxes that are doing this limited box that you don't have to subscribe to. Like I said, I splurged only because it was my birthday. And I have a couple of birthday checks that I needed to spend. But it's definitely not something that I do that often. Okay. Because I've never been a big art subscription box person. Mainly because a lot of times you're buying them blind and you don't necessarily know what's inside of them. This is 272 Misty Green. And my greatest fear is I subscribe to an art box and I get a whole bunch of art supplies that I'm never ever going to use. But when Jazza put out that he was doing this and he showed the stuff that he was putting in this box, I'm like, I use all of those kind of things. So maybe I'll try this. Plus, I mean, I don't buy a lot of other alcohol-based markers because I like the brush tip. And a lot of the cheaper alcohol markers didn't have a brush tip that I was that excited about. So I'm like, ooh, maybe if the brush tips on these, Spectrum Noir. I think they're Spectrums. I want to say they're Spectrums. And I've never tried that before. Hey, and look at that. My husband said it at the same time I did. So it's like, well, this will give me a good chance to try them out. And I know the set that he has in the box, he's specifically curated what colors are in it because of how they mix and blend together. So I figure it's something to try. And plus, if they're really nice markers, there's something that I can recommend to people who don't necessarily want to make the huge commitment to Copic markers. Okay, so this is 274 Mint Green. Because I know there is a lot of wonderful alcohol markers out there besides the Copic. But like I said, I haven't personally used them because I really, really like my brush tips. What does it say? 274 Mint Green. So I'm actually a little bit excited to try the Spectrum Noir. Yeah, I'm like, you have to splurge on yourself every once in a while, right? Especially if it's your birthday. Yeah, see, that's exactly it. I mean, the Scrawler box, every once in a while, there's a box that I wish I could have gotten, but at the same time, I'm like, I can buy each of those individual things by themselves. So I don't, you know. Okay, so this is 275. Right now, the only subscription box I get is a ramen noodle box from Japan. And even that, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I want to continue it because the ramen is kind of starting to stack up and they're starting to send some of the same ramens and I'm not that excited about it. They're not sending me cute little things like they used to. I mean, granted, these are all ramens that I could never get here in the States. So the novelty of them at the very beginning was very high and I enjoyed it. But it's kind of gotten to the point where it's like, is it worth it? And I think that's the thing about subscription boxes. I think subscription boxes know that you're probably only going to subscribe for a limited amount of time. Okay, this is $2.77. Oh dear. Celadon? I don't know if that's correct, but that is how I'm pronouncing that.
Sounds like a dinosaur.
Yes, it does. It does sound like a dinosaur. Next time I call her a dinosaur picture, I'm like, this is what a celadon looks like. I'm like, what would a celadon? I think a celadon would be a herbivore. Probably with spikes. A spiky herbivore. Okay, so this is 288 Fur Green. Yeah, that's kind of the conclusion I've come to as well. I mean, if you need something that'll push you into trying new mediums and you push yourselves to actually use those new mediums, maybe a subscription box like that is good for you, or try new foods. Because me and my husband, when we first got married, we did HelloFresh for a little while just so we could figure out what we were going to start making for dinners and things like that. And it was great for several months, but then after a while, it's like, this is the same meal. We can literally go and buy these ingredients and use the recipes that they've already sent us because they're not adding new meals that maybe we want to try. So we stopped doing that, and now we're still alive and we're still eating food. So okay, so this is $2.90 moss green, but I think it was a good jump start into what we could be making. And I won't lie, it is kind of nice not to have to go shopping for the ingredients, but at the same time, it's way cheaper to go to the grocery store and pick up these ingredients, and maybe you could make 2 recipes rather than just the one. What did I say? $2.90? Moss green. Okay, and then we got $2.91 leaf green. Oh, I know what happened this week that also made this week kind of blah at one point. Went to the eye doctor on Friday and got yelled at again because apparently, seriously, why do I want to spell green that way? Because I'm a horrible blinker. I know it. Everybody knows it. And there's these blinking exercises that I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm a horrible person and haven't been doing them. And it's supposed to help with, I have a, okay, I'm genetically, what word do I want right now? Thank you. I'm genetically predisposed to dry eye. It's definitely in my family. And he's the eye doctor has caught on that some of my glands, ducts, whatever, are starting to atrophy and disappear. And once those are gone, you can't get those back. And so he's like, okay, you're not doing full blinks, which is part of the reason why these things are starting to die off. You need to learn to blink properly. Did you know there's a proper way to blink? Apparently there's a proper way to blink. This, by the way, is 292 cactus green. And so he put me on a whole bunch of fish oils. 292 cactus green. He gave me some blinking exercise. And then I did this LipiFlow treatment where they pretty much just like massage your eyeball or your eyelids, which is the most relaxing thing that you can ever do. But it's expensive as heck. Especially right now, since it's one of those new fancy dancy things. And I did that 2 years ago. But he's looking at my eyes this week and he's like, are you doing your blinking exercises? About that? No. It's like asking if you floss. So then I got yelled at. And now I have to do my blinking exercise. Yeah, there's a proper way to blink. I do half blinks, so my eyes don't fully close, and that's what I'm getting yelled at about. So, now you know. This is this is what you have learned today. If you don't take anything else out of my stream today, by the way, this is 294 Jasper Green. It's that there is a proper way to blink. But see, the funny thing is, you can't really tell if someone is blinking properly or not unless you have this fancy-dancy speed capture-y machine that you make the person stick their eyeball up next to and blink, which is not fun. So yes. If we ever meet in person and all of a sudden you see me like scrunching up my eyeballs repeatedly for about 30 seconds, I'm doing my blinking exercises. Yes! I do not sleep with my eyes open. I would be very, very creepy. I'm like, if you do sleep with your eyes open, wouldn't your eyeballs just dry out? I don't know how people would do that. This is 296 Bottle Green. So yes, the blinking exercise is pretty much you scrunching your eyes closed as much as you can repeatedly over a span of 30 seconds to a minute. I mean, it's not that hard. It's just more of remembering to actually do it and not necessarily doing it in the middle of a meeting or awkward times. By the way, this is 296 Bottle Green. And I joke that the whole reason I don't blink properly is because I don't want to miss anything. Okay, this is 312 Horizon Blue. Because, you know, if I take the time to do a full blink, something might happen. And I don't want to miss it happening. FOMO. FOMO is real. I fear missing things. I'm only half joking when I say that. I'm pretty sure it's because I did way too many staring contests when I was little. And, you know, I always have to beat my brothers or anybody else I'm doing a staring contest with. So it's taught me bad habits. I don't know if any of you guys know this game or not. It's called Ghost in the Graveyard. I used to play it all the time when I was growing up. And it's basically a game where everybody in the room, you know, chooses a position or a spot or however you want to do it. And then when the game starts, you can't move. And whoever is the graveyard keeper can't see you blink. So the object of the game is to become a statue. So that's probably, and I was epically good at this game. So that's probably, I'd like to blame that game as well for teaching me not to blink. Ooh, I like this color. By the way, I'm getting really bad at this. This is 321 Porcelain Blue. Oh my gosh, Pat. Yes. Yes. This right here. This right here. This needs to become a thing. I don't know what tune that's to, but I like it. Do the blink. Yeah. Blink. The blink. The blink. Yeah. The blink. I don't know if that's the tune you were thinking of when you did that. But, yes. Yes, this needs to happen. Hey, hubby, you should come up with a tune for that song.
I can do that. I just learned how to write rap songs the other day. It's actually pretty easy.
It shall forever forward teach children how to blink properly. Okay, and the next one is 323 Aqua. See, important things come out of these live streams. I'm just saying. Or we could put it to like a Frank Lloyd Webber tune like I was doing before. I don't know which one we would choose to do that to. I'm pretty sure one of the Cats songs might work. 8, or this is, I don't know why I said 8. This is 324, Sky Blue. Okay, and this is 326, Forget Me Not Blue. There's a mouthful for you. It's kind of a muted blue. It's got a little bit of a gray tone to it. Let me get some coffee. Okay. This is going to be an extra long stream today. This will be fun. Okay, so we got 328 Lavender Blue. We might go 3 hours today. I've never gone 3 hours before. This will be an experience. 3, 2, 8. And then we have 3, 3, 5 cerulean blue. And we kind of need to scoochie down. There we go. I just can't get over how soft these suckers are. Okay, and then we have 339 smalt blue. I just want to thank all of you guys for hanging out with me this long. Kind of want to start singing the Getting to Know You song. Smelt blue. Okay, ooh! So we did the peacock green earlier. We have now come to the peacock blue. So we've got 340 peacock blue. That is glorious. I like it. I like it a lot. So we've got the peacock blue here, or the peacock green here, and the peacock blue here. They look so pretty. 340. And we have 343 turquoise blue. And then we're gonna have to start another paper. It's a good thing I just brought a stack over, because originally I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna bring 2 pieces over. Well, you definitely need more than 2. I underestimated. And before I get that out, I should probably get a new piece of paper. Ah! Just gonna roll right off the off the desk. Okay. And here we've got 345 spectrum blue. We have a cable company around here called Spectrum. And they do have a blue color for their branding. So when I first read this one, that's immediately what I thought of. The place that wanted to call the cops on me. Okay, not really. But they are the internet service provider that we just dropped for our new one, which is fiber instead of cable. Okay, and then we have 347 Cobalt Blue. There are a couple of places that have swatch charts that they've put together. I don't think Holbein has a color chart specifically for their colored pencils, which is why I want to put one together. And so this is just so I can get a rough idea of what the colors look like, and then I can start laying them out and grouping them as I think would fit. At least that's my plan. So I'm going to put together a color chart kind of like I've done for my Tombos and my Irrigins. And I'm always crazy like this anyways. Because I like color charts. If you could see the stack of my color charts. Granted, my color charts are like all over the house right now. Okay, so this is 348 Royal Blue. Yeah, because that's one of the things that I first looked up after the hubsters gave these to me, is like, is there a color chart out there that I like, that makes sense to me? And I couldn't really find one. Okay, so did I... 349 Ultra Blue. It's not just blue, it's ultra. I think a step past this would be Epic Blue. And then we have 365 Navy Blue. Move this up a little bit. And probably when I do get my color chart put together, I'll probably do a color swatch video like I've done for my other color charts in the past, so that you can see it and check it out and decide if it's something that you guys want to use as well, and then you can download it and whatnot. Why? You get to see all of my mistakes. My brain and my hand, sometimes they're not in sync. My hand gets super excited about life. Okay, so this is 368 Prussian Blue. And then we have 371 Sky Mist. That's an interesting color. It's like a little bit gray, but a little bit green, but a little bit blue. I did have a good giggle about the packaging on the Holbeins, because technically you can't sell these in the United States, which is why you can't really find them that much on Amazon. It's through like third parties, or you have to get them through eBay, because technically they can't sell them to the United States because legal reasons and testings and all that kind of stuff. So besides, the name is in English, but everything else is in Japanese, which I had a good giggle about, because, you know. But there is one other section that is in English, and it's my favorite section in all of the materials that came in the box, and that's the health and safety section, because the very first line makes me laugh, because it says, "Do not lick the core of or the pencil." I think it's supposed to say of the pencil, but it says, "Do not lick the core or the pencil." So if you do get the Holbeins, please do not lick them, the core or the pencil. I mean, you kind of have to lick the pencil if you're trying to lick the core. But yes, that line is by far my favorite line of the whole thing. But other than that, all the rest is completely in Japanese. It's all in Japanese. Do not lick the core or the pencil. Sorry, that was just a random detour I decided to take. Okay. And then we have 379 Smoke Blue. Right? I agree, Kenny. I agree. And then we have 395 Sax Blue. I think that's how you say that. It's an interesting word. Sax Blue? Sax Blue? I don't know. It's a pretty blue, though. Not entirely sure how these two colors are related. Because that's like green, and that's like lavender. Okay, 395. Whatever blue. Okay, and then we have 422 Lilac. Like that. Oh, thank you. I'm really super excited. I know this has got no relevance, but I'm actually starting to grow my nails out. Look at that. Look at that. I actually have nails. I mean, they're kind of screwy right now, but that's fine. But I have which is not something that has ever really happened for me, but somehow, in the last couple of months, I've been able to grow my nails out. I don't know what it is. A lot of times, I end up breaking them because of working with the dogs and all of that. But I think it's the new polish that I found. And I think that's really helping. Okay, and then we have 429 Rose Pink. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Yeah, Kenny, it's like I was so confused. And I didn't know a good way. I mean, I didn't necessarily like the way they were in the box because I wanted to put things together better. But, okay, so this is 429 Rose Pink. And it's kind of like a Barbie pink. And then we got 430 Wisteria. I think here's kind of where the numbering system breaks down a little bit. Because these two aren't necessarily related. I mean, they're both pastellis. I don't think that's a word. It is now. Unfortunately, it kind of sounds a little like pasties. It's not what I'm going for. I don't know why that came to mind. Okay, so 430 Wisteria. And then we have 434 Mauve. That's a U, in case you can't tell. It looks a little bit like the V right next to it, but it's a U. Okay, and then we have 436 Fuchsia, which I don't know if I agree with the labeling of this, because this is too pastel-y for fuchsia in my brain. This isn't fuchsia. But I guess to each his own. Because to me, fuchsia is a hot pink. Not that I'm protective of my fuchsia or anything. But yes, fuchsia has always been a brighter color to me. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Got sidetracked there for a second. My brain squirreled. Okay, this is 437 Cosmos. That's a fun name. Welcome to my super long stream. Like I said, I think we just passed the 2-hour mark. That is a first for me. It'll come to you, Pat, in the middle of the night tonight. Okay, this is 437 Cosmos. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, and then we have 440 Pansy. we got 441 Violet. And then we have... Hi, Candy. We got more people coming in. I'm so excited. We got D. We've got Candy. Yeah, so that is part of the reason. Okay, so let me put this up here real quick. So part of the reason that they can't sell these in the United States is because of some of the material inside of the colored pencils. They haven't been approved to be sold in the United States. So one of the things in the actual pamphlet is in English, because I think they realized that people are probably going to be selling these in the United States, even though they're not supposed to be, is the fact that you should never put these pencils anywhere near your mouth after you use them. Always keep them away from children, because there is a possible toxicity level to them. I mean, just like anything that has like cadmium in it and things like that. And then it also recommends that you wash your hands after using these. That is what it says, and I can bring back up the brochure thing that it says. So, like I said, right here it says, do not lick the core or the pencil. Keep the pencils away from children while using. So yeah, you're not going to want your kids to be handling these pencils at all. And then it's wash your hands thoroughly after use, and then store the pencils in a safe place out of reach of children. So yeah, I mean, that's probably it. Is they've probably got some cadmium and things like that. So if you're used to like oils, painting with oils, it's probably some of those same kind of materials is the cadmium and things like that you have to keep an eye out for. So yeah, I mean, I was torn a little bit at first about all of this, since, like I said, they're not approved to be sold in the United States. But at the same time, it's like, they're so pretty, the pastels. So it's a good thing. I mean, I don't have kids right now, but I'm being extra careful to keep these out of reach of all of the animals that are running around here for that very, very reason. Okay, so I just did 441 Violet, and this is 443 Iris. And like I said, they go down so nicely too. So yes, these will never be in a place that anybody can get to unsupervised. And I'll probably be the only one ever touching these, so. 443. But the puppers, the hellhounds, are pretty good at leaving all of my stuff alone. It's mainly the cats that I have to keep an eye out on. Okay, so we have 446. Thank you, dog. I love you. I have 446 Amethyst. Amethyst. Can't get that word out. Okay, I got 446. Hi, baby boy. What's the problem? What's the problem, boyo? I don't necessarily have any room on my lap right now, sweets. Yeah, I'm sorry. Then we have 448 Azula. Azul. Maybe that's how you say that? I don't know. Having fun with names. There we go. So you can see the edge of the paper. Ooh, and then we got the magenta. So 449 magenta. Have to be careful. I mean, magenta is, I like magentas, but sometimes the magentas can get too purpley for me. This isn't a bad magenta though. I like it. What did I say? This is 449? I think we have room for one more at the bottom of that. Actually, yeah, we'll put it at the bottom. 460 indigo. Mainly because I'm hoping I can get the rest of the colors on this one sheet. So I've only got 3 sheets of color. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pull out a 4th sheet. I mean, it wouldn't be bad, but I don't think I'm going to have very many on that 4th sheet. Okay, and then we got 460 indigo. Okay, let's see if we can get it back down. There we go. Just did indigo. So then we have 469 Bordeaux red. That's pretty. And then we have 476 Sea Fog. Oh, I didn't put the number next to... Gosh dang it. Getting distracted. Shiny objects. I'm like, where did the... Oh, man. This is why this is just the first test sheet of the colors. Okay, and then we have 481 grape. That is not the color, that would be the pen. I do like those two together. I'm just saying, those two together, that would be really, really pretty. Using this one as the light color and then building up the darks with the Bordeaux. I think it would be pretty. So I said this is what, 481. Okay, and this is 486 raisin. I don't know if anybody remembers the raisins. My dad used to love the raisins. The singing raisins. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I believe they were a band. We had a couple of VHSs of the raisins. I don't know why that was relevant. It's just that name reminded me of that. Huh. Okay, Pat. I'll have to look that up after we're done. And now that won't haunt you tonight while you're trying to go to bed. Okay, this is 495 Rose Gray. Never really realized how jiggly this desk was. But it's kind of jiggly, isn't it? I'm coloring on top of Jello. I might need to tighten some of the screws on this sucker. That might be the issue. Okay, now we're doing the whites. And part of me wonders if maybe I'm going to do something interesting here. Okay, this is it's a Faber-Castell Big Pit. It's just the black. Because I'm hoping, because I just want to see how it goes down on top of black. So I'm going to do a little bit black here. There's two whites, which is why I'm making this so big. I'll let that dry a little bit. I ate the paper a little bit. My bad. This is my quick dry method. Like that? I am not afraid to get dirty. Is it dry yet? Is it dry yet? A little bit. I think I got a little bit too much ink at the bottom of there. Did eat the paper a little bit. Got too excited. Okay, I think we're safe now. So the first white is the 500 white. So we'll see how that... doesn't lay down so much, does it? There you go. Starting to get it to show up. It's not an opaque white. Let's put it that way. So that is 500 white. Probably just not a lot of tooth for it to grab onto. And then we have this 501 soft white, which is different than all of the other colored pencils, which I find interesting because, I mean, it's got Japanese writing on it. None of the other ones do. And you can actually see the core in this pencil, whereas all of the other ones have it covered. I don't know why I find that interesting, but I do. I'm not sure why that is. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That one, I'm hoping this one's a little... Oh, okay, yes. If you want white, 501. That went on so stinking smooth, and that's where I accidentally ate the paper. So ignore that. But, ooh, that is a nice white. That went down with no problem. Like I said, that black spot in the middle there, that's where I accidentally ate the paper. I like that. And so that one was 501. Soft white. So if you actually want to put white down with a Holbein, use the 501. Okay, we are on the last spread of colors, and I'm probably going to have to go to a fourth piece of paper. I tried. Okay, so now we've got the 510 black. And then we have 511 lamp black. Which is nearly the same, but I think it's got more of a blue tone, whereas you can't really see it on screen so much. But this one's got more of a warm tone to it, and this one's got more of a cool tone to it. Like I said, I don't know if it's catching it on camera, but in person, that's how I'm perceiving it. Now we're going to get into the grays. Oh, no, I need to label that first. Got too excited. Too excited! Back it up. Just got ink all over my hands. Okay, so this is 520 warm gray 1. So I think if you're using the warm grays, you should probably use the regular black. Once you go to cool grays, using the lamp black probably makes more sense. So this is 5, 2, 1. Almost put cool gray. That would have been bad. Oopsie. And this is 522 warm gray 2. I kind of just merged the Y and the E. And we've got 523 warm gray 3. I'm guessing you guys can sort of tell where this is going. We do have a relatively solid set of gray tones. 5, 2, 3. And then we've got 524 warm gray number 4. Starting to get low there. T 2 5. Why did okay, I do have slight dyslexia, so that's probably why that just happened. But 525, warm gray 5. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. And then we have 526, warm gray 6. That's it for the warm grays. And then we have 531, cool gray 1. I don't even know if you can see that. What is it? 531? Oops. Got so used to writing warm. And this is why this is just my test laydown. And of course, 532, cool gray 2. Yeah, I will definitely be taking scissors to these and then laying the colors out. Maybe trying to group and match and see how they play together. And this is 533, cool gray 3. At least that's what I'm assuming, if their numbering convention holds up. And it does. Well, that was a beautiful 3. And then we have 534, cool gray 4. And after these grays, they've got a whole range of metallics. And then a whole bunch of neons. Don't know why I do that. Merge the E and the Y together. We've got 535, which is cool gray 5. And finally, 536, cool gray number 6. Now we get to do the fun metallics. So this is 600 gold. Ew, those are very scratchy. Metallics usually are, but ew. Maybe I just need to get the cover off of it. I don't know. I don't like that at all. Oh, can't even see it. Fail. Yeah, it's really, really scratchy, and I'm not a huge fan of that gold. What was that, 600 gold? And then we have 610 pale gold. Okay, that's a little, no, just as scratchy. Don't like it. Ew. I don't usually use the metallics, to be honest. But, it's giving me the bad goosebumps. Okay, I'm now going to grab another piece of paper. As run out of room. Again. Ah! Okay. And then we are almost done, guys. We've got, what, 10 left. So we've got 610 bronze. And in the true theme of metallic colored pencils, we have gross scratchiness. That means April will probably never ever... Do I have something on here? Nope. I don't know why that happened. Look. Look. I mean, have any of you guys ever come across a good metallic colored pencil? Like, is there any brand that actually does a decent job at metallic colored pencils? I'm sure it's hard to come up with a formula for something like that. Okay, and then we have 630 copper. Yeah. Probably not going to be using the metallics. Let's be honest. Can emulate metallics better than actually using a metallic. I mean, the bronze was, or what was this again? The copper. The copper wasn't as bad as some of the other ones, but okay. Yeah, because I haven't, I mean, to be fair, the only other metallics I have are my polys, and I don't even use those. I mean, I love metallic pens and metallic markers. Those are fun, but... Okay, so then we got 640 silver. Well, that isn't too bad. I don't like that. Once again, that one, oh, you can even see it metallic-ing. That was a good statement. But yes, you can actually tell on camera. I mean, in real life, I can't really see it as metallic as this, but that's kind of fun. It's probably just the way it's reflecting in the lens. I like that. And that wasn't as scratchy either, so that was nice. And then, oh, I need to actually label that. Was it 640? I think we're going up by tens. You definitely can't see it when I put my hand in the white balance. It's just like, you want to see the silver? Forget about it. And then we have a 650, which is an antique silver. I'm guessing it's got some warmer undertones to it, and that's why they're calling it antique. Yeah, which kind of makes it... Okay. It's getting there. Yeah, that's kind of my opinion too. It's like, why do we need metallics? I mean, I'd love to see some artwork that incorporates the metallics in an interesting way. But I'm sure if you put down... These silvers would be interesting if you put down like a black acrylic base and then went over these, because I think that acrylic would give the pencil something to grab onto, and they wouldn't be nearly as hard to use. But okay, now we get into the fun neon. Like it. Okay, so now we have 700 luminous red. Look at how neon that is. Even though I'd probably call that a pink, not a red. Look at that. That is so fun. That is neon, if I've ever seen neon. I don't know how it's coming across on your guys' end, but that is neon. Okay, so this is what, 700? And then we have 710 luminous rose. I mean, it's kind of neon-y. I can see why they put it in the neon class, but I don't know if I would... See, glitter pens, like I said, metallic pens and metallic markers make way more sense than metallic colored pencils. I mean, it's kind of neon-y. I mean, it's something that I would wear in the 80s, early 90s. Okay, let's get this out. And then we have the 720 luminous opera. I'm not sure why they chose to label it opera, but that's pretty much hot pink. Yeah. So this is, once this red is next to these ones, I can see why they named that red. But this to me is almost like a purple, like a luminous purple, not necessarily a rose. And yeah, this is definitely like hot pink. Let's say this was 720 luminous opera. I'm not sure I see the connection to opera, but we'll go with it. And then we've got 730 luminous orange. Yeah. That is very, 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 very luminous. Woo. Just say 730. As you can see, I'm starting to go a little cross-eyed with all this coloring and writing. My straight lines are so not straight. And then we have 170 luminous yellow, or luminous lemon, excuse me. Lemon, not yellow. Holy fudge. That's like highlighter. That is a highlighter and a pencil. I'm sure someone somewhere needs to use that. I'm not entirely sure what I would use it for. I'm sure there's a picture. I mean, these might be great if you're like coloring on black. Like if you've got a black coloring book. That could be fun. And then last but not least, we have 750 Luminous Green. Ooh. Yes, that is very much in the same vein as that highlighter yellow. Do we need to get you a bib? I can send one over. Perfectly happy to. Okay, so 750 Luminous Green. Okay, let's see if I can now arrange so that you can see everything that we have swatched. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of them on here for you. I mean, we could probably, you won't be able to see the words. I'll zoom out. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna, yes, this is all of it. You only get the tight little section. Oh, let me zoom out for you. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Ooh, did not center that right. So those are all the beautiful, maybe I can space those out just a little bit. Just a little bit. That is all 150 Holbein colors. You have a bib. Yeah, you could just borrow one of hers. It's fine. Totally understand. So those are all of the colors that just took us 3 hours to swatch. I'm really, really excited to try out these colors in a coloring book. I've decided right here and right now, next week, I will be bringing back the, do I have it anywhere near me? Of course it's not. It's clear across the room. I'll be right back. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Ooh, I'm so sore. Okay. I will bring back this coloring page. And I will use the Holbeins to finish off this page. I'll probably use a few other things too, but I think the Holbeins would work really, really well in here. I mean, I'm already seeing some greens and stuff that I want to use. So next week, I will do this page. Same time, same place. My hands look really tan right now, and they're really not. But I like it. This is how to get a free tan. Sorry, tangent. I'm a little all over the place. So next week, we will be back in this coloring book with these beautiful new Holbein colors. I hope that you guys can come and join me. So next Sunday at 11 Central, I will be back. I will be annoying you. I hope you guys can be here. Thank you for sticking with me for all of this. I will probably be cutting these colors out, rearranging them, making a solid color chart, just like, let's see if I can bring out one of my other color charts. Do I have it somewhere? Do I? It's like I'm not prepared for anything. Let's see. Okay. This is raggedy, and I apologize for the state and condition this sucker is in, but I will put a color chart together, not like this, but like this, and arrange the colors in a color order I like. This is one of my random color charts that has evolved and grown and has coffee spilled on it. Don't judge me, but I will put a color chart together somewhat like this for these, and it'll be amazing. And then I will do a color chart video in case you want to check that out. If you have Holbeins, and you can, use it or not. It's up to you. But I will do that. And I'm rambling at this point. Thank you guys for joining me. I heart all of your beautiful faces. Hope to see you next week at 11 Central. Bye.